Welcome back, everybody. My name is Rick, and these are the Dreadful Minutes. So this will be a contest video, although it also kind of functions as a means of support for a wonderful character named Castillo. So, the Chromium Dioxide channel. I'm a late entry in this contest. There's been quite a number of participants already in this. I think a lot of people entering in this just kind of want to support the channel mostly. It'd be nice to win the swag though. On top of that, I think also I want to help and, like everybody else, promote this channel, which, for some reason doesn't have, I think the amount of subscribers, for the amount of the time and resources, it's just the clever work and the quality of the content should be much, much higher. So word is getting out there slowly but surely, but I think that you don't see this kind of content all the time on YouTube, especially in this sort of VC kind of metal community. I think that most people would appreciate this, but for some reason, I don't know, the word is not getting out there enough or something. So I think this contest was a very good idea, and I can't wait to see how it would explode once this whole thing is done. So this contest will consist of 3 parts. So one part will be show 5 sleazy album covers. Okay. Part 2, show some kind of shifty, sleazy, some kind of joint in your area that kind of falls in that sort of category. So anywhere in your locale, whatever it is. And then the third part will be show some kind of piece of artwork or something that will cheer up Castillo during his recovery. So again, as a means of support. So because I'm a late entry in all this, and all the obvious stuff has already been shown. So, I had to kind of dig in the bag of goods a little deeper to, see what kind of jewels I could find or whatever. So I did take some liberties with this contest. At this point, I think, some people have followed the rules to a T. Some people went a little bit outside here. So again, I'm going to just give you my take on all this, and just to have, let's just have some fun. So let's see what we got.
I want my Chromium.
Okay, first segment, show 5 sleazy album covers. Like I said before, I took some liberties with this. So I will be showing 5 album covers and 2 singles. I will explain afterward. First up is something that's, and I didn't see many people, as far as the participants, show something sleazy that was not of a kind of sexual nature. So in this case, I think most people would agree this is quite sleazy. So this would be Death, Spiritual Healing. So this is the one that came out after Leprosy, I believe, and before Human. And really nice Ed Repka artwork. So I think that what you see here is some kind of a preacher, pastor, or somebody kind of just exploiting people's hopes and dreams and wishes. And I think the little money in the pocket there, it's a nice little touch. Classic. Really exemplifies this sort of side of people's sleazy nature. Another one is, now this one I'm going to have to cover up, but this is one I had since my teen years. So this is none other than New Jersey's finest death metal band, Mortal Decay. And this is Sickening Erotic Fanaticism. You can kind of tell what's going on here. I don't know if what she's doing there is voluntary, but let's just keep it at that. So, there is your second one. Third up is, well, this is a Loud Blast EP, Cross the Threshold. And you're probably looking at this going, well, that's not that sleazy. Well, why are you showing this? Because what I really should be showing is this. Yeah. So why do I have this copy? This is one of those cases where you got to be careful what you order on Discogs. So, this is what was pictured on the seller's page. But I received this. So, I let the guy know, hey, you know, he sent me the wrong one. He's disputing it. He goes, no, I think you got the right one. No, I wanted the perverted version. So, you know, I knew the price was too good to be true. So, this is the one I should have gotten. This is the original cover, the way it's supposed to be. These reissues, not quite. As a matter of fact, I don't know, there's some kind of bestiality, there's something going on here. But you got this sort of animal's head, this bird's head right here. And they changed it on this one. So, I don't know how YouTube friendly this is going to be. But, if you want a closer look, there you go. Yep, a lot of stuff going on there. So, sucked, but eventually got my copy. So I just had to get it through another seller. And last one for this one is Iced Earth. And this is a comp, Days of Purgatory. I know Iced Earth is not so popular nowadays due to, I'm not going to get into that. But this is a comp of, so basically songs were redone with Matt Barlow on vocals. Considering that, I don't know, I guess they didn't want to keep the other two vocals on, or vocalists that were on the original tracks for this comp. So, where does this fit in with Sleazy? So, the character is actually named Purgatory. It's an actual comic book character. So, even though they named this Days of Purgatory. Iced Earth used to be called Purgatory. So, you know, it kind of just comes in full circle. So, hell, leathers, whips and chains and all that stuff. It's kind of sleazy in of itself. But what's interesting is that the Purgatory character is a character from Chaos Comics. If you all know or have ever followed Lady Death, you know, sort of part of that universe. What's interesting is that the artist is Jim Ballant, who did this, who was working DC, I think at the time. And 1993 is when my little hormones were kicking in and my sleazy nature was, and the artist behind that, Jim Ballant, was working on the comic book Catwoman. And I went through quite a Catwoman phase. Got quite a few more dozen, but I'm not going to torture you with all of that. As a matter of fact, they made this one nice and embossed. I wonder why. So, yeah, let's just say my loins were activated around that time. Kind of like this. You get the picture. So, I don't know if that fits the mold perfectly or not, but Iced Earth. So, last but not least, is something very outside the box, and definitely not something that I was worried remotely that anybody would show. And this is a jazz record. So, Claude Bolling, who actually passed away last year, December of 2020. It's a French jazz composer. And what I decided to do with this one is kind of tell a little story. So there's a series of album covers that we've done as sort of paintings. And it sort of tells a story. So let me just tell you how this fits in with some sleaziness. So first up is, you sort of see this group of instruments. And you see that piano there. Let's just say she is smiling. And she's looking at that clarinet there. But look at the clarinet. It's kind of staring at that cake. You know, not the least bit, what you call, aware of its other surroundings. So the way I'm painting this picture is, this piano has a bit of a interest in this, but what she doesn't know is that this clarinet is quite a narcissist, and very self-absorbed, and very into himself. You know, he likes what he likes, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next scene. So here we have, ta-da, the bedroom incident. Now, what you can tell here is that he pretty much enjoyed it. He put on his charm, and I think things kind of moved a little too fast. And look at the piano. She kind of regrets that incident. I think she's really regretting the whole ordeal. And before she knew it, one thing led to another, and yeah. So, safe to say that the clarinet kind of ghosted and never called her back. So the other instruments got together and decided to cheer her up with some ice cream. You know, and you know, that's just, happens to the best of us, right? Quite sleazy, don't raise your expectations. You know, be very careful. You know who you interact with. Next up, I'll go ahead and move on to the singles. Okay, first up is a 12-inch single for a group. They're kind of electro dance pop, sometimes industrial, called Lords of Acid. They've been around a while. This is a single for a song called I Must Increase My Bust. Everything they do is very hypersexualized. That's just their thing. Yeah, their debut Lust. So, why am I showing this? So, I'm going to leave a link for one of their songs. And let's just say it's a challenge. An endurance test, if you will. So, let's see how long you can keep that track on without getting too uncomfortable and having to turn it off. So, yeah, getting quite silly about that one. Next up, the reason I'm showing this next one is because this was actually a dare by one of my good friends who thought I wouldn't show this, but it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. So, Melissa DeFars, if you're watching this, heh. And that is Samantha Fox. The song for Touch Me, I Want Your Body. Yeah, so she was the British answer to what Madonna and Debbie Gibson was here in the States. Oh, as a quick aside, Madonna, you're not British. Cut it out. You're a Yank, just like the rest of us. So, the cool thing about these 7 inches is that the cover and the back cover are pretty much all one thing. Let me demonstrate. She was quite she was the sleazier one of all those pop princesses back in the 80s, and you couldn't really escape her. So yeah, it didn't leave much to the imagination. You even check out her lyrical content. I mean, look at that. Yeah. So even has a calendar of 1987. This was designed to be plopped on your walls. Here you go, boys. Even the song Touch Me, I Want Your Body. The thing about her is, her lyrics, there was no beating around the bush. Like, she meant what she said. You know, touch me now. And why do I say this? Because you can't get away with that today. I mean, today, guys, listen. If a girl comes to you and says, touch me, I want your body, touch me now. That could mean anything. That could mean buy me a cheeseburger. Touch me, I want your body, touch me now. That could mean pay my parking ticket. Pick up my dry cleaning. You know? So, I'm just saying, things have changed and things are different. But, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But just don't forget that maybe, just maybe, naughty girls need love too. Okay, next segment. So this would be show Castillo a sleazy joint near your area. And for me, it was pretty easy. I don't want to give my whereabouts or make it too easy, but it's not too far from where I am at. The place is called Club Risque. And so I think with a lot of participants, they kind of just showed a photo. So I actually went on location. Now, I didn't go inside with COVID and everything. So I will demonstrate. So here we have a billboard, which is actually located right near the place. It's quite adjacent, actually. And it shows all the dancers and whatnot. It's all advertised there, you know, along with a bunch of other ads. And it's right near an overpass. Clearly, you want the world to see it. So you want these guys hitting the brakes and, you know, pulling a 360 coming around. So here's the actual building. It's there's just a bunch of highways, not in a very appealing area, actually. And yeah, it's like near a convenience store, near Walmart. I don't know, it's not the best area. I was a little nervous because, like, again, I live around there. So I didn't want certain people to see me standing here. I was already, yeah, I didn't want to stick around here too long. But they also have an official van. So here's a picture of it, if you're interested. Clearly it's fenced off, so could not get any closer. So yeah, there you have it. We have another one called Delilah's, and that's pretty much where the major players and celebrities and VIPs go. But this is more for like your everyday Joe six-pack kind of people. You know, you can tell. Just look at the parking lots. You know, that's where you see the, you know the budget. You know, like that's where you see the Kias and the Toyota Camrys. You know what I mean? You go to Delilah's, you're gonna see more upper scale model cars there. That means a lot of that. So there you have it. Okay, so the last part of this contest, and more importantly, what this serves is a purpose of sending some good vibes over to Castillo. As you all know what happened to him, and we're hoping for his quick recovery and to be back with the rest of the gang at Superstation 66 at the 7th Circle of Hell. Many of us who participated in this have created some sort of drawing or some kind of visual representation, something that he would enjoy. So what I did was I made a card for him, if you will. Just kind of hoping that the message will come through about how we all feel about him. So this one is we're broken about the news, so get well, Castillo. Oh, you know what? I didn't really think this one through. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. We're pulling for you. Get well, Castillo. Shit. Yeah, that didn't work either. You know what? Let's just forego the whole message thing. As a matter of fact, Castillo, I know what you really want. What you really need. You need some painkillers, man. You need some kind of chemical in you. Unfortunately, I'm not able to provide that for you. At least not right now. But what I can do is kind of give you the next best thing. So I kind of came up with this visual and put you on a painkiller motorcycle and also put you on an indestructible body flying over Superstation 66. So enjoy. Well, I hope you liked it. So everybody who participated in this, awesome. Check out Chromium Dioxide's channel. Like everybody else has been doing, leaving links and all that. I'll be doing the same. So hope I win. I'm a very late entry. I may not even qualify. Whatever. But as long as the support's out there and people know about the channel and tune in. So that'll be that. Keep it dreadful. This was fun.